and show videos of all sorts. Now here's Nikki, John, and Aaron with sports.
Hi, this is a reminder to all SRT classes that are making a poster for the Earth Week competition. All entries are due in the office by 3:20 today. Key Club members, you are reminded of the meeting tomorrow at 2:30 in the cafeteria. Your SRT teacher will have a list of the members, and you will be released at 2:30. Also, all members who went to convention will be attending the Kiwanis meeting today. Please meet at Miller's at 11:45.
Officer Wason from the Fayette County Sheriff's Department will be presenting a meeting or program next Tuesday in the Robert E. Wise Center on gun safety in the home. All students interested in this program should purchase a ticket for $1 from Mr. Ritter in Orange. There will be a drawing at the end of the program for $20. Tickets need to be purchased by the end of school on Friday. All money collected over $20 will be given to Walk America. The CHS Senior Council is sponsoring a grind this Friday at the Elks Club.
Don't miss the CHS Grind this Friday from 8:30 to 11:30 at the Elks. Get crazy with all your friends or your date dancing non-stop. It's only $3 per person and $5 per couple. Don't think there's nothing to do this weekend when there's a Slam and Dance Club at the Elks on Friday. Kite Day is tomorrow. Your SRT teacher can take the class out to fly kites and supervise them. Have your kites ready so you aren't stuck inside. Last night, the academic teams brought home 3 firsts and 3 thirds out of 6 rounds at the area competition of the Hoosier Super Bowl in Richmond.
15 teams in 3 classes from East Central Indiana met at the Tiernan Center to answer questions related to a theme of Man to the Moon. The science team stumbled at the beginning and never recovered, finishing in 3rd place with a score of 13. Captain Mandy Alcorn and teammates Michael Blair, Amber Goebel, Bethany McPherson, and Stacy Tarvin. The Fine Arts team of Aaron Marion, James Sargent, Ryan Snyder, and Captain Pam Wriggling held off very close competition from the start to take the first of the blue ribbons. The team missed only 4 of the 25 questions. The Social Studies team dropped an early close lead. Then they came from behind to win the second set of blue ribbons. Captain Michael Blair and team members Jeff Barn, Chris Buckler, David Collings, and Pam Wriggling fielded questions about Lyndon Johnson's War on Poverty, amendments to the U.S. Constitution, and the Supreme Court rulings in the 60s. The math team took an early lead but fell to a close 3rd place, only 1 point behind the 1st and the 2nd place teams. There were a high percentage of questions involving trigonometry. The team captain is Mandy Alcorn. Her teammates are Jeff Barn, Jillian Gentry, Amber Goebel, and Jesse Kinder. The English team of Brad Barn, Jesse Kinder, Amanda Lawrence, Brian Martin, and Captain Kelly Beneker recovered from a slow start to tie for 1st place before finishing a close 3rd. Again, only 1 point behind 1st and 2nd places. The interdisciplinary teams competed last and won the final set of firsts. Captain Pam Wriggling and her teammates Jeff Barn, Michael Blair, and Jesse Kinder took an early lead and held on to it. Invitations to the state Super Bowl competition will come Wednesday or Thursday of this week.
Student council members, listen up. Sunday, May 1st at 5:30, you will be traveling to Welliver's for dinner. Also, anyone who is interested in whitewater rafting this summer, contact Brian Siebert. Stop by Mrs. Morris's room to pick up a pass for club pictures as soon as possible. Attention all Nature Club members. You need to go to Mrs. Hilbert's room and sign up for pictures that will be taken. Also, you will be working out in the woods tomorrow during SRT. You need to get a pass from Mrs. Hilbert. The Nature Club needs everyone to come and do their part.
Students need to check the list posted outside the office for the number of times you've been on the semester honor roll. There will be an awards program very soon. If you have any questions, see Mrs. Bates before the end of school tomorrow. Pierce Imada, a concert pianist, will be playing his music and talking with students tomorrow during SRT in the choir room. This performance begins at 1:45. To Mrs. Whitlock, Mr. Kennedy, or Mr. Miller for an SRT pass.
Wondering what you can do to help the environment? Well, here's Franklin with an easy step that can make all the difference.
In celebration of Earth Week, you may be wondering what things you can do to help the environment. Well, recycling is an easy and simple step to help. The city has recently implemented a recycling area in Connersville at the lot across from Schummel's Roofing. You can bring all recyclables here and throw them in the bins. They can be mixed or separated, it doesn't matter. Recycling is a simple step you can do here at school or locally. This has been Franklin Spence and Randy Wolf on camera.
This just in. Some prank phone calls have been made from the high school payphones to 911. If students want to lose their privilege to the phones on campus, they have gotten a good start. Please do not take the emergency hotline for granted or the phones will be removed throughout CHS. Now here's Aaron with sports.
Hi. Tickets remain on sale for a basketball game pitting the Indiana University All-Stars against Connersville's Finest, which will be at the Spartan Bowl this Sunday at 8 p.m. Tickets may be purchased in the Connersville High School Athletic Office, at Connersville Junior High Bookstore, and at the Fifth Third Bank locations on Central Avenue and 30th Street. The cost is $5 for students grades 12 and under and $7 for adults. Doors open at 7 p.m. on game night. The Connersville boys track team lost to Newcastle 90-37. Although the team was dominated, some personal best times were turned in. Brian Simpkins in the 110-meter high hurdles, Robert Mullins in the 100-meter dash, Jeff Barn in the 1,600-meter run, Matt Rose in the 400-meter dash, Nick Mays and Bo Ledman in the 3,200-meter run, Chris Buckler in the shot put, and Dustin Scheck in the long jump. The next action for the guys is tomorrow night on the CHS track when they face off against Richmond at 5 o'clock. The weight room will be open Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:45 in the morning. This is a trial basis to see if enough people will use it. All girls who intend to play basketball next year need to sign up for the Lincoln League in June. Your forms and entry form fees are due by May 5th, so don't forget to turn these in. That is May 5th. Varsity club members who want to play paintball on May 4th need to turn in the money and permission slips by tomorrow. The Connersville varsity girls tennis team upped their record to 3-0 last night at Centerville. Winning for the Spartan victory were Leah Pennington at #1 singles and the #1 and #2 doubles team of Michelle Brandon and Ann Sanders and Nikki Harlan and Courtney Curry. Michelle Ertl, #2 singles, and Dina Grace, #3 singles, fell to the Lady Bulldogs in a long, tough match, but played very well. The Spartans' next match is Thursday, April 21st at Lincoln. Attention track and field helpers. Remember, tomorrow is a meet versus Richmond. Field event workers should be present by 4:40 and track workers by 5:20. The Connersville JV baseball team lost their first game of the year yesterday to South Dearborn by the score of 13-5. Steve Cloud collected 2 hits and an RBI. Mike Ellis and Jeremy Young each had RBI hits. Brian Getz and Nick Thomas pitched a combined 5 scoreless innings in the defeat. Connersville is now 2-1, and their next game is when they travel to Hagerstown. The Connersville freshmen play at home today against Franklin County. The boys golf team improved to 2-1 on the season when they defeated the Rushville Lions 186-178. The team was led by Kenny Copeland and Brandon Smith, who both shot rounds of 7 over par 43s. Tyson Montgomery and Jason Morris followed with rounds of 46. The next action for the Spartans will be tomorrow when they host Franklin County at 4:30. The Connersville Spartan varsity baseball team suffered their first loss of the season last night to a strong South Dearborn team.
Connersville led the game going into the bottom of the 7th inning by a score of 3-1. After 1 out in the inning and 2 consecutive hits by South Dearborn, Dennis Good came in to relieve Scott Fisher. Good retired the first batter he faced, striking him out before the South Dearborn's #9 hitter doubled, scoring the tying runs to send the game into extra innings. CHS was unable to score in the 7th and 8th innings to untie the score. South Dearborn then scored twice in the 9th to take a 5-3 lead and then hold the Spartans scoreless in the bottom of the 9th to collect their 7th win of the season. Connersville has only had 5 hits in the game, with Eric Lauer leading the way with a double and a single. Craig Fall, Larry Lephart, and Ryan Adams also had a double in the game. Dennis Good absorbed the loss for CHS, dropping his season record to 1-1. The Spartans' next action is tomorrow when they travel to Muncie Central for a 4:30 contest.
Attention girls interested in volleyball. There will be a meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m. during SRT class. Pick up an SRT pass in the athletic office Thursday morning. This meeting is for all girls who plan to play on next fall's volleyball team. That's all for sports. Here's John with birthdays and activities.
Activities for Wednesday, April 20th is drama set up in the Robert E. Wise Center from 3:30 to 6:30. Organ donors in the Robert E. Wise Center from period 1. 9th, baseball versus Franklin County home at 4:30. Reserve softball versus Newcastle away at 4:45. Reserve girls tennis versus Rushville away at 5. Birthdays for Wednesday, April 20th. Becky Earlywine, Stacy Farmer, Natalie Reed, Sean Foreman, and Nicholas Potters.
That's all for CHS today.
That's